Good morning, good morning, good morning, Irene, coming to you live from Los Angeles, California. How are you all doing at this Tuesday morning or afternoon, wherever you are? I hope it's amazing. It's amazing on this end right now. So I am part of an incredible 30-day challenge of gratitude. So super excited about that. I am going to be interviewed by Lynn today at 5 o'clock Pacific and 10 a.m. Australian time. I'm learning about all kinds of time zones. I know more than I ever thought I could ever know about all different time zones. So learning is amazing and opens up your mind and opens you to different opportunities. So I'm super excited to do the live with Lynn today. And we will be dancing and we're going to be sharing how we change lives with neurological wearable technology. And I'm going to share a little bit how my life is now because of this incredible product. Hi, Sharon. Welcome. So I'm going to be sharing that with everyone. So I'm super excited, and I just got invited to a couple of other platforms to share my story and just, help inspire people to live their best life. And so today is day 20 of sharing my story to change lives, to give hope, to inspire people to look at their darkest moments and their difficult moments through different eyes. And today's day 20. I got 10 more days to go to, with you guys with this challenge that I created. And, don't forget to dance with me also on Fridays. It's so important to spread love through music. And, it's inspiring. Music brings us together. So I create all of these challenges to create a community so we can all support each other. So yesterday I shared part of my journey that it was 2 years after my car accident on my birthday, my 43rd birthday. Changed my whole entire life. It changed my destiny. It changed everything for me. And I was in chronic pain, and the first 2 years it was horrible. Doctors didn't really know what was going on and why my pain was not controlled. And as they didn't know what to do with me and how to help me, I didn't know how to keep my life together and hold on to it because everything was just disappearing from me. I was disappearing from my own self. My business was just dwindling down. I was dwindling down. I could not move without pain, begging for epidurals and for meds and doctor's appointments. It wasn't a fun time. So 2 years with the struggle of no help and no idea how to help me, my body began to shut down and was creating crazy shaking and spasms. And when that began, it became even worse for me because doctors had no clue how to help me. And shaking and spasms is not the best look for the hairdresser, right? It's not the best look for a hairdresser. So I felt very hopeless. I felt broken. I felt like a failure because I couldn't put myself back together. And I've had some difficult times, and I was able to find a way out. But this time, I couldn't. I was just thrown from doctors to doctors and doctors to doctors, and no one had an answer for me. They told me it was all in my head. Go see a therapist, you're fine. And, there's nothing wrong with you. While my feet were on fire, I could not feel them. They were numb. Half of my foot like this. I couldn't feel it for like 8 months. I couldn't move. I couldn't sleep. I was just getting more depressed. You go to a psychologist. You had to go to a psychologist before I could get my next epidural. Can you imagine that? And the the psychiatrist like, she's fine, you know, she's fine. So it wasn't a fun time for me, and just the shaking and the pain intensified, and the doctors became even more lost of what to do with me, and I became more lost what to do with myself. So I had to really, breathe a lot. And my world, as I knew, was disappearing. So it was very difficult to look at this moment of hope and look at this moment of I'm going to be okay. I didn't see that. And you know, I always talk about this is just a moment, but for me, it felt like this moment is going to last forever. I felt like I'm going to be a prisoner of my own body forever. And I had to use my own language and my own self, you know. This is just a moment, and giving up is not an option. And you know, you take the baby step, right? Because that's all you can do, is take the baby step. Oh, it's, you know, I've been sharing my story for so long, but it still brings tears to my eyes. Because how pain sucks. And when doctors don't believe your pain, it sucks even more. Because you're fighting this evil war on your own. And, you know, my beautiful clients that stayed with me and lost 70% of my business, they were like, Irene, remember what you told me? This is just a moment. You know, giving up is not an option. Just take the little baby steps that you tell us to do it and continue pushing through. Not easy, right? It's easy to say these words, but it's not easy to actually do them. And you know, the glass was so empty, and let me tell you, I could not see the beautiful things that I did have in my life. It was not easy. I became a prisoner of my mind, and I became the person that I never thought I would be, right? Poor me, why me? Why me again? You know, I can't handle this. You know, God, why me? Why me? Why me? And I'll share more tomorrow. Why me? And so yeah, so wherever you are is just a moment. And I know it could be really, really bad. I know there's some really dark moments that we all faced in our lives. But please take the small steps. I'm not even going to talk about the rest, because when you're in that chronic pain, or when you're holding on to your dear life, you don't want to think about even taking that small moment or small step, or see that moment that is just that. You want to give up, so don't give up. You know, giving up is not an option. And I know I've been there many times. I've been sharing my life for 20 days now. There's been some really empty cups. But you know what I've learned? That we have to still count on blessings. There's so many of them around us. And I know it's difficult to see because I did not see them. Only thing I saw was emptiness and darkness, and my life is disappearing. And what was supposed to be the most beautiful moment, my birthday, created chaos and anxiety and depression and hopelessness, and lost myself in that crazy roller coaster ride that I was on. So yeah, like I said yesterday, I'm gonna need tissues for the next couple of days, but it's tears of joy, and you will understand it in a few days from now. So thank you so much for joining me, and hopefully now you understand why I'm so passionate about my Friday dance, because life is an amazing miracle, and we as human beings are amazing creatures that we can overcome anything. So that's why Friday dance is so important, because 2.5 years I was not able to do that. Well, I'm sharing more than I should, because I still have 9 more days, 10 more days to go with you. So have a fabulous Tuesday. And again, I so appreciate you joining. And all of your support, and without you, there's no me. Without us, we cannot change the world. So join me in sharing your story. Join me at this 30-day challenge. Share your story, change a life. Hashtag me, Irene Vaxberg. And I will see you all tomorrow. I appreciate it. Well, I'll see you all tomorrow for the live, but I will see you later, straight from Australia. And Lynn and I will be sharing our stories and dancing and celebrating how life is beautiful and magical, and there's God is good and he does answer our prayers. So I will see you in a little bit. Again, have a beautiful, beautiful Tuesday.